A total of 25 witnesses over the last 3 days. The biggest testimony came from Rhonda Rower, Michael Dunn's former fiance. I want to bring in Channel 4's Vic Micolucci now. I'm trying to get more information from police. They are getting ready to, I think, go over and brief Scott Johnson. So as soon as he gets information, we'll bring it to you. Part of that conclusion came from a homeless man who was living in the dumpster near the bathrooms, happened to see a lot of the incident, and his statements to police matched the statements that Sergeant Litzel gave. By the way, Sergeant Litzel's wife now has that bullet that was lodged in her husband's throat. She teaches forensic science and plans to center a lesson around it. And remember, the whole time, Michael Dunn has said that he saw a weapon in the teen's SUV. The defense also insinuated that when Tommy Storms got out of the SUV, that he had plenty of time to hide a weapon in the bushes. Got my safety goggles on. Is that sharp?
It's a machete blade. It's kind of It's dull, but when it's hot, it doesn't matter.
And for the grand finale, what a sight to see when you're walking your dog on the beach, half awake, a 300-pound, 3-year-old black bear. Well, this is his new home with thousands of acres to explore. And when the anesthesia wore off, he was clawing at his cage to check it out. The 300-pound bear stuck his head out of the cage trailer, looked around, and hopped out onto the dirt road and started walking. He looked around, picking up the pace as he explored his new home. He ran down Impact Road, a remote area of Camp Landing with 18,000 acres to live on. We looked at his new home on a map. He'll have all of this room to roam around.
Right. He'll have that whole place, and then he can go south. All of this is just maneuver area.
There's nothing around here that can get him into trouble?
No.
Okay.
No, the closest thing is up here where we're at.
A woman walking her dog first spotted the bear in Jacksonville Beach at 1st Street South and 11th Avenue South. He put his paws up to the door of the Costa Verano condominiums, then hopped the fence to the pool and took a nap in the bushes. Wildlife officials tranquilized the bear, waited for him to fall asleep, then carried him out of the bushes. They put him in this cage and examined his health.
Width and length of the paws. We pull hair, we pull a tooth sample. We take, because I darted the bear, I have to take down respiration, breathing, the heart rate.
Then they drove the bear more than 50 miles to his new home at Camp Landing. Once the drugs wore off, they released the 300-pound male bear into the woods. Home sweet home.
Camp Landing is probably has 4 or 5 resident bears, within the area. They do not have a place that they bed down every night. They're like a wild animal. They're going to, move around. And, if there's a larger alpha male, chances are they're going to, do a little bit of battle, and whoever wins, we get to stay in that one particular area, and the loser has to go find himself another home.
Wildlife officials tagged the bear before they released him. They also weighed the cage trailer with the bear in it and then subtracted that from the weight of the trailer without the bear in it to determine that he weighed 300 pounds. Reporting live at Camp Landing, Hailey Winslow, Channel 4, the local station. Tom Doss's wife was parked in this lot, and one of the surveillance cameras at the business was instrumental in capturing these 3, along with cell phone records and financial records, in the murder that happened on the 1st floor of this hotel room across the street. At the Jacksonville National Cemetery rests U.S. Navy Commander Alfonso Doss, responsible for helping uncover the mastermind behind the 9/11 plot, and killed, according to police, in a plot orchestrated by his own wife.
It's very hard to understand something like that when this guy helped serve for our country for a whole lot of years like he did, and finna get ready to retire. He was talking about his kids and how he's gonna have his granddaughter and stuff. He's gonna move back where his hometown at. Pretty much, I don't understand it.
Rufus Thomas said he had an asthma attack and couldn't stop throwing up when he heard Doss's wife was responsible for his death. He was used to seeing Doss every day, so the past 6 months have been really hard on him.
He meant a whole lot to everybody, around here in the community.
It was unbelievable, and, just to think that his own wife would do that is just incredible.
Detectives say Yolinda Doss gave her boyfriend and roommate access to her husband's room at the Astoria Hotel, then served as the lookout across the street. Police say Anthony Washington strangled him with his bare hands.
Just for them moments of he knowing that he's gonna die, that these people ambushing him like that.
Investigators say Doss tried to put up a fight. According to the police report, his wife later called 911, saying she was checking on her husband and found him dead in his hotel room. Information Doss's friends are still trying to wrap their heads around.
It's going to be hard for me to understand it for a while, by that being his wife had something to do with his murder.
He was just, I guess, an all-around good human being.
Yolanda Doss in Washington confessed to their involvement in the murder and then implicated Wilson. Reporting live in Orange Park, Hailey Winslow, Channel 4, the local station.
Haley, the question people are asking, since this appears to be premeditated, why are they charged with second-degree murder? Do you have any new information on that tonight?
Tom, the same question I had. I did talk to a spokesperson with the sheriff's office tonight about that to try to get more clarification. She said they have to go with the evidence that they have at the time of the arrest. Now, that can obviously change by the time these three are prosecuted. That's why they're really asking for information from the public to come forward if they have any information about any of these three suspects. Tom.
Haley, thank you. Hailey Winslow reporting to us live tonight from Orange Park.
So it's only been about 3 minutes and we're already at 100 degrees and I am definitely having a hard time breathing. Children's bodies get hotter 3 to 5 times faster than adults, so I can't imagine being a 5-year-old kid stuck in this car right now. We were parked in the sun with the windows rolled up right outside Baptist Hospital downtown. I was surrounded by paramedics and a doctor continued to check on me. 5 minutes in, they took my vitals again.
You are almost to the point of heat exhaustion.
Back in the car. What I didn't realize at the time is the thermometer had stopped working because it got so hot. Our 2 GoPro cameras also shut off because of the heat. 6 more minutes. To be honest with you, I'm starting to get a little panicky. I know I can get out of this car if I need to, but you get to the point where it's getting kind of hard to think. I'm tired, my muscles hurt, but you get this kind of panicky feeling. The extra thermometer I did have in the car got a reading of 134 degrees. 4 more minutes, and I couldn't take it anymore. After a total of 20 minutes, they checked my vitals.
40.8.
And for kids, it is so much worse.
They're fighting, they're panicking, they're screaming, they're crying. That raises their vital signs and actually reduces their stamina to tolerate heat.
And I did get a couple of readings with this on the dashboard at the time of about 145 degrees. When I got out of the car, I felt like I had just walked into a freezer.